What's up, guys? Welcome to Somehow, Someway We Landed a second episode of Fanboys. I'm Nick.
I'm Zaga.
And I guess by popular demand, we're going to shoot for a second episode.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. We have to, break up the monotony of our ridiculous question asking and trying to find guests. Now, luckily, we are booked for the month of August. Which
is nice.
We have so many people booked up. I'm actually double booked. So I'm trying to figure that out. We're double booked. Kind of. I don't remember, but I know next Friday we got a guest. Next Sunday we got a guest. The Friday after we have a guest. The following Sunday we have a guest. And I'm purposely holding the last weekend of August open because there's about 4 or 5 other people that want to be on the show.
But that's good though. That's the traction that we were hoping for.
Yes, but it's very stressful and it's kind of bullshit, honestly.
This is what you wanted.
I know.
This was your vision.
I know it was, but I don't want to do work. Can AI just do it for me?
You bit off? Did you bite off more than you could chew?
I just want AI to do it all for me. That's all I want.
Oh, the actors would be so disappointed in you right now.
I'm not trying to get the AI to act or do my show. I just need them to schedule my shit.
Just get you a virtual assistant.
They have those?
I don't know. Or get Ellie to do it.
No, she doesn't like people.
We learned that very fast.
We learned that very fast.
We learned that very fast.
Very fast. The people know. The people know.
Oh, I had something right there on the tip of my tongue and I've already forgotten it. It was there and then...
It's okay. I'll take over. Guys, this is another episode of Fanboys. You see how I turned the switch on? I just know how to do it. I'm ready to go. The mustache is here and it's back, baby. Love my mustache.
I told my girlfriend that I was going to shave every bit of my facial hair off except for like my mustache. I was just going to leave the whole like stash and then like kind of how you have going like the 5 o'clock shadow underneath. But then I realized that
good
on some people, but not me. Like the last time I shaved all of my facial hair was 10 years ago.
Yeah. See, I hadn't shaved my facial hair in a while, and I messed up while trying to shave, so I had to shave it. But this time around, this was my own choosing, going with the short beard, the very, very short beard. Nice clean lines, though. I got my nice lines right here, and then a thick stash. I feel like it fits my personality very well.
It's very distinguished, and it promotes dominance.
Dominating. Let's go. It's the first time I've ever been dominating in my life because I'm 5'8" and I'm half Asian and I'm not intimidating or dominating in any sense. I'm usually being the one dominated.
You understand that this is you do understand that this is Fanboys.
Well, you guys got something to fanboy about. Me being dominated, you're welcome on that one, folks.
See, I'm the more dominating type, but I'm not going to dominate you. I'll dominate my girlfriend, but I'm not going to dominate you. Whatever you guys do in your marriage is with y'all, but...
Yeah, no.
There's no judgment there.
Never happened. Never going to happen. So, don't really have a plan for this episode. Kind of just winging this one. What'd you say?
I said it's just like episode 1. I mean, there are 2 things. I know for so far there's 2 things that I know of that have recently came out, and that being the Loki season 2 trailer that broke records actually for a trailer debut, as well as a court case that is now being delayed on a certain Marvel character.
Yes. Which I feel like... Oh, there's also some other news that we got about Fantastic Four, which I feel like they might be shifting into a different direction because they don't want to keep all their eggs in one basket with one man.
Before we get into the other stuff, I'm actually I'm a big Fantastic Four fan, so I'm curious of what you mean by they're shifting their.
So we're both the comic nerds. It's very clear. We love our
Mm-hmm.
comics. We love our Marvel. I may not read as many comics as I used to, but I still research all the basics because I don't want to sift through fucking 400 different pages of shit. I can get the nuts and gravy out of it by reading the synopsis. And Galactus is a pretty fucking stable villain. He's not a villain that just pops in for one movie and he's done, right?
No, and they kind of trashed that whole character in the original Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. They downplayed him so hard.
Well, that's Sony. Sony doesn't do things correctly unless it's
Well,
Spider-Man.
That wasn't Sony. That was Fox.
Was that Fox?
That was
on
Fox.
That one then? I mean,
yeah, that was Fox.
The last good thing Fox has made was Deadpool, and that's it. Deadpool and the original X-Men. There's no other good Fox movies, and you know that for Marvel.
Oh, I'm not fighting that whatsoever. Though I will give Fox credit on their Doctor Doom for the costume that they used for that Doom. It looked close to comic accurate, but
sorry, I realized I can raise both eyebrows. Like, and then I was like, I can do that.
I thought you were doubting me. I was like, okay, let's compare it to the one with Miles Teller. That Doom was trash, opposed to the one that we got with Chris Evans, Jessica Alba, Michael Chiklis, and I can never remember the
re-Richard name either. I don't know
his last name starts with a G. I know that much.
Don't know his name. I know the actor. Don't know his name. But before we get into that, can we just talk about really quickly, because we're going to continue to talk about the Fantastic Four here. Can we talk about really quickly what a waste of talent that last Fantastic Four was?
The one with Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan?
Waste of talent. Like, you have some, like, that's a star-studded cast. Am I right?
It was. Yeah. And that was like Michael B. Jordan. Like, he was on the fast track of getting into his prime, like where he's at now. And he could have played a great Johnny Storm. I do like how I don't know who the guy was that played Ben Grimm, but the way that they put his character together and how they did the whole CGI for his character was better than the one with Chris Evans.
So I have no idea who that actor is. I just looked him up. I have no idea who that is. Kate Mara, the chick that plays Sue Storm, loved her in American Horror Story. I forgot what else she was. That's the only thing I knew her from. And then I started seeing her. She was in The Martian. She was in Transcendence, Trans-Siberian. Like, she's actually a really good actress. But I think you really dropped the ball with Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan. Like, these are two amazing actors. Like, it's not even like Miles Teller is arguably one of the best actors out right now. I think he has to be. He's under 30, right?
I believe so. Yeah, he's got to be at least 27, 28.
Okay, hold on. He's 36 years old. My life is a lie.
Okay, well, he looks like he's 27, 28 years old.
Maybe I take that back. I was going to say, like, he's one of the best actors of our generation, but I mean, like, man's kind of like back end of the career. Nah, not really.
Yeah, but he's coming up very, I mean, because he was good in Footloose. He was good in Top Gun Maverick. I still think
Whiplash, which is an Academy Award-winning film.
Never seen Whiplash.
Oh, dude, it's so good. The acting is so phenomenal. And then, here's another thing. Michael B. Jordan and Miles Teller were both in a movie together before Fantastic Four. Movie trivia time. Can you name it?
Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan in a film that was prior to Fantastic Four.
And I'll give you a hit. Zac Efron was also in this movie.
Zac Efron was in it? It had to be a serious movie then.
It's a comedy.
It's a comedy?
It's a comedy. And I'll even do you one better. It's a rom-com. 2014, so it came out a year before Fantastic Four.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a little shocked with you right now. It was called That Awkward Moment.
I've never even heard of that movie.
It is one of my all-time favorite rom-coms. It's like from the guy's perspective for a rom-com.
Okay.
So it's like I know we're completely going off track here, but this is purposeful. I need to stand by my boy Miles and fucking Michael B. Jordan. So it's three guys, you know, they're three best friends forever. They are all single at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
They end up making a pact, like, you know, no relationships. Like, we're just gonna fuck around. Like, Zac Efron's a whore. What a surprise! Miles Teller's fucking around. He's a whore too. What a surprise! Michael B. Jordan just got out of a relationship. He got dumped by his doctor girlfriend, and it's all of them trying to figure out what they want to do, and you know, just fucking around. And then of course, they all fall in love. But then they all kind of give each other shit for falling in love. They're like, "Oh no, it's not my girlfriend." And the girl's there. She's like, "Wait, I'm not your girlfriend." And it's like, it's really, really funny. He thinks the girl that he just slept with was a prostitute, and he just bails on her. And then he tells her that he thought she was a prostitute. It's dumb guy stuff, but made for chicks. It is great. It's actually, like I said, it's one of my favorite rom-coms of all time.
I might have to look into that. I might have to add that one to my list as well.
After you watch Warrior, you piece of shit.
Oh, speaking of that, so I'm watching it tomorrow, but my girlfriend has already watched the first episode of Warrior, and she has.
Do not sit here and tell me that she's the one that convinced you to actually watch it.
No, but she's already ahead of me. She's already started watching it, and she's praised it and everything. Like she said that you were right about the whole how you can see him speaking in Chinese, and then the camera will rotate, and they start speaking in English because it's from a different perspective and all that. But she has me logged into her Max account and everything, and so I'm able to watch it. But she has already started watching it, and she says it's good. She said that you hit the nail on the head with that one.
I know I did. I've been ever since this show was introduced to me by my coworker Sharif. He told me, he was like, "Dude, I'm not going to tell you much on it. Just watch the first 5 minutes, and then just go." And that's what I've gone with since. That whole sales pitch I stole. Like, dude, it is such a good. And then once you get into the story, that's the what hooks you is that first episode, because there's so much that's going on.
Right.
Once you start getting into the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth episode, you are so trapped in this storyline that you don't want to watch anything else. Everything else is irrelevant. And like, I'm mad right now because I'm purposely not watching the third season because I don't want to sit here and wait week after week after week. So I'm waiting to binge it.
They're not all out yet?
No, they only have, I think, the first 8 episodes of the third season.
Well, that gives her and I plenty of time to watch it because
you'll finish it in like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
It's literally like and the reason why I say that, it's that good of a show to where you want to sit there and just keep going to the next episode, because they leave you with so many questions after every episode. Look, new episode out right now. Season 3 has 8 episodes right now,
and it's on episode what right now?
8.
And
usually they have about 10 episodes. So I don't know how I don't know how many episodes are like allotted for this season.
Right.
But more people need to watch it. More people need to see it, because, like I said, this show is just so goddamn good, and we need more. I need another season, and I need another season after that. I want at least 5 seasons, and I'll be happy. You can end it after 5. There's just too much story to not end it. Like, there's too much story that you need to finish and bring home.
Well, she had mentioned to me that I kept talking about the bear and stuff like that, and she listened to the last episode of Fanboys, and she heard us talking about the bear. So last weekend she started watching the bear. She finished the bear within like a day, maybe 2 days tops. Like she binged through it, and she loved it because. So just quick side story. Me and my girlfriend are in a long distance relationship. She lives in Kansas. I live in Oklahoma. And so we sit on, we do a lot of phone calls and FaceTime. Well, last weekend when we were on the phone, for the majority of the day, I think we spoke a majority of 100 words to one another. And it's because she was in the process of binging The Bear and stuff like that. And I forget what I was watching. Oh, I watched Twisted Metal.
How is that, by the way?
Twisted Metal fucking hit it right on the fucking head.
Okay, I've been waiting because I'm like, I don't want to start watching it yet, just in case it's bad. I'm just be upset about it, so I want to see some reviews.
It was good. There was a lot of like Easter eggs. There was a lot of there was so many like game references. I didn't know how that was going to go with the fact of it's a death match driving demolition derby game. So how do you create a story out of that? Peacock fucking did it. And
interesting.
The casting is great. Who is it? It's
Anthony Hopkins. No, not Anthony Hopkins. Wow, I'm an idiot. Anthony
Mackie.
Why did I think
that's
Hopkins?
Not who Hannibal?
I'm fucking shot, bro. I haven't even smoked tonight.
Yeah,
this is sober me just shot. I think more cohesively when I'm inebriated.
So it has Anthony Mackie, Stephanie Beatrice, Neve Campbell. She played Sydney in Scream.
I know who Neve Campbell is. She's Scream.
Sorry. Yeah, no, it sounded like you were asking a question. Like, how do you not know who?
No, I'm like shocked that she still acts. I thought she disappeared. Like all I ever seen her in her entire career was Scream.
But it has. So, did you ever watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No, I don't like that show.
No. Okay, well, so Stephanie Beatrice is in it, and because she's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But there's another guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I can't remember his name, but he plays a preacher who I want to say debuted in Twisted Metal Black, but I want to say he maybe was in the other series of Twisted Metal. But it has.
I only played Twisted Metal Black, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I only played that one game because it was the best game on PlayStation.
Well, Twisted Metal Black, in my opinion, was probably the best one out of the whole franchise. Yeah. But it has Samoa Joe from WWE.
I know he plays the clown.
Yeah, he plays Sweet Tooth, but he doesn't voice Sweet Tooth.
Who? Somebody else voices him?
Somebody else voices Sweet Tooth.
Interesting.
And I cannot remember his name. Here, let me look up the cast real quick.
I mean, I'll just look it up. I literally have 4 screens, so I should be able to do that. Oh, Twisted Metal TV series. No, video game TV series. Here we go. Will Arnett.
Yep. Will Arnett cast is the voice of Sweet Tooth.
He's an underrated voice actor, by the way. Doesn't get enough credit for his voice acting.
He when you hear him, he does a great Sweet Tooth. He really does. And then Stephanie Beatrice, who plays Quiet. Her brother. I don't know if you ever watched The Mayans, which was a Sons of Anarchy spinoff.
No, I never even watched Sons of Anarchy.
Okay, that's one you should watch. It's really, really good.
I tried. I didn't. It's one of those things that I just didn't like. Like it's like The Walking Dead. I hate The Walking Dead. I think it's stupid.
Actually, you know what?
So bad.
I will side with you on The Walking Dead. It started to fall off after like the 8th season. I actually finished it because I'd watched it all the way through anyways. I had to watch it through. Like I started it, I came this far, and I finished it. It was garbage the way it ended. I'm not happy the way it ended. Then the spinoffs that are coming out, I don't know if I'm going to watch them or not. Like the one with Negan and Maggie, and then Norman Reedus is getting his own spinoff, and they're going to do an Andrew Lincoln and Danny Gurry, who plays Michonne. She's getting a spinoff, and those 2 stories are supposed to connect. It's all over the fucking place. So I don't know.
Do you see how terrible this sounds? How much work this sounds like? Like this is worse than the Marvel timeline right now.
Yeah, but Disney Plus sorts that for us.
Like you know who does it right? And I'm gonna say this: the only TV series that's doing this shit right, to where it's easy to just follow, The fucking Mandalorian. You watch The Mandalorian, you go to Boba Fett, which is just Mandalorian. You go back to Mandalorian. Then you go to Ahsoka. We're good. We're done.
Yes,
We're all caught up.
and
It's simple.
Ahsoka starts in September.
I cannot wait for that shit. It's gonna be so goddamn good. I love me some Rosario Dawson.
I'm holding off on watching. Well, so my girlfriend is a big Star Wars fan as well, which that's fucking amazing for me. And she wants to watch Ahsoka. So the plan is when she's down here the end of August, we're going to catch up on whatever episodes are out.
She's gonna be here at the end of August. Perfect. We found our guest for the end of August. We're gonna be actually. You're not even part of the episode. She's just gonna be part of I Hate It Here, and just put her in the seat, and then let me and Ellie have at her.
Well, and then I'll be in Kansas Labor Day weekend. So
nice. I'll be working because the car industry is like a slave trade. What was I gonna say? Back to my original point here.
Oh yeah,
Fantastic Four. I feel like that they're going to make Galactus kind of be the guy instead of Kang. I feel like that makes more sense, especially with the ifs of what's his face,
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Well, I will say Galactus will play probably a. Before I even get into that, so through potential rumors and all that, Galactus, how Fantastic Four is going to be set for the reboot of the reboot. There we go. Because now that Marvel is redoing everything, which is fine because the Fox destroyed it. And so Fantastic Four is going to be set in the 1960s, allegedly, which the only reason that are in the 60s is because they got stuck in the 60s, just tampering with the multiverse and time travel and stuff like that. So they're trying to find their way. And they're trying to find their way back to the current timeline and stuff like that. But they went into the past to try and prevent Galactus and the Silver Surfer. I don't know if like preventing it means that it's going to be like a one and done ordeal, like they did Gore the God Butcher, or like how they did.
If they do Galactus bad, they do Galactus wrong, I'm gonna be so mad, bro. Like you ruined Gore the Butcher. That was your chance to introduce Null. That was your chance, but you didn't.
Yep,
you ruined it because you're Marvel.
They had it right there. They even brought up the Necromancer sword and how it had like the black to it. He could have been all black, and the fact that it's connected to Venom, and like there was, you know, how the story tangents off and there's more to the story.
Yes,
Taika Waititi dropped the ball.
Or did Marvel just go, no?
I can't say yes or no because you might have a good point there.
That's what I'm saying. It's Disney. Don't forget.
It is Disney.
When the mouse tells you no, you just... They're pretty much the mob in Hollywood.
Hey, Mickey, no. we want to introduce Null and all that. Oh, no.
You do that way too well, and that is mildly concerning, and I would prefer if you stay at least 500 yards away from any local school.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
No. With Fantastic Four, though, I think having Cousin as Grimm would be perfect. He has the perfect rage. I didn't know he was Jewish. Huh?
I didn't know he was Jewish.
You didn't know he was Jewish? I thought he wears a Jewish necklace in the bear.
Okay, that's a detail I didn't pay attention to.
I'm pretty sure he wears the Star David necklace.
He very well might.
I have a feeling that I could be making this completely up.
Well,
but I can't find a picture of it.
Well, I know one of the things that has actually stuck about the Fantastic Four casting is that they said that they want the Thing to be Jewish, which in the comics, Ben Grimm was Jewish. And so for them to be try to represent the comic accurate version of that, as well as including the Jewish community, is absolutely fucking awesome. I didn't know that.
Well, I'm glad they got that right. Did you not see the new Snow White and the seven people?
Yeah, the dwarves are average sized people.
Like, what are you like? You're overcorrecting the wrong things, Disney. Fix the things that actually matter.
I didn't even know about that whole ordeal until I saw a video about Wee Man, and he said that it's because he's at the strikes and all that, right? With everybody, and he said it's 7 white and the 7 dwarves, and how you said not 7 or Snow White and the 7 regular people.
Right? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but there's not a whole lot of roles in remakes that require dwarves.
No.
Like, you got the Oompa Loompas, which I feel like is mildly offensive. You got Wizard of Oz, the Munchkin people.
The Lollipop Guild, yeah.
Yeah. And then you got Snow White. That's pretty much all I can think of. Like, that you need to hire a majority of dwarves. I don't know how again, I don't know how to say this. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm for the dwarves. Hire the dwarves. I don't want to say the wrong fucked up thing. I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna say something that's gonna get me canceled. I already know it.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you have a shovel in your studio, but it seems like you've already rented a backhoe and you're about to dig that hole.
I'm for the dwarves. I promise. I love y'all.
So off of that quick tangent, back to the first family, aka the Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. We do remember that the rumors that were going around that it was supposed to be Adam Driver as Reed Richards and Margot Robbie playing Sue Storm. I'm actually glad that none of those castings are happening. Adam Driver said that he did not connect with Reed Richards. Thank fucking God. Because again, like I said in the last episode, I don't see Adam Driver as Reed Richards. I don't see it. It's impossible for me to see unless he plays the ultimate version as the Maker, or he even plays Dr. Doom, which I think Cillian Murphy is actually going to get the role of Dr. Doom because he said he would be open to it if the script was correct. It's going to come down to the script. And even if like Dr. Doom I don't even think Dr. Doom honestly is going to be introduced in the Fantastic Four, which is fine. That's good. Introduce him later on.
So wait, Joseph Quinn's is who they're
Johnny Storm.
Who's playing Johnny? So wait, who's playing Reed Richards then? Who'd they hire again?
They haven't hired. There are potentials.
I thought he was going to play. I was going to say him as Reed Richards would not work.
No, he is being eyed for Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. Reed Richards will probably be the last one cast because he is such a pivotal role and is a huge like character in the upcoming Secret Wars. So they want to hit that one pretty right on the head, which I'm all for. Vanessa Kirby is being eyed as Sue Storm, she played in Mission Impossible. And I like the casting of her. She has the look of Sue, in my opinion.
I have no idea who she is, honestly.
Vanessa Kirby. So while you're looking that up, there are other rumors that are going around about the Fantastic Four movie. Like I said, it's allegedly based in the 60s because they got stuck during time travel in the multiverse and stuff like that. Well, this movie is also going to be heavily focused on Sue, who is another big key part to Secret Wars. So with it focusing on her, awesome. And I think Vanessa Kirby, I did a video a long time ago that I believe there were like 4 castings for potential Sue Storms. And I can't remember who all they were, but I know Vanessa Kirby was one of them. And I leaned heavily toward her. I can't remember who the other ones were. I have to go back and find the video on my TikTok. By the way, if you guys are all watching this, Zaga is in a food coma. He ate a lot of food, and so don't mind the yawning.
Oh, no, they wouldn't have seen that because the camera's just there on you when I yawn. But, yeah, no, guys, there's an Italian festival going on down the road from my house. And after work today, I was very excited for some meatballs. So I had like 4 meatballs, like good-sized meatballs. I had a sausage and peppers. I had garlic knots, and I ate a piece of chocolate cake. And then I texted Nick and was like, yo, I need 15 minutes because I am exhausted. I don't know if y'all can see it in my eyes. Right, like there's little life behind it right now. That's why Nick's taking lead on this one. I can't talk. I'm exhausted. I'm trying to fight through it for the people.
I work 2 jobs, and so somehow, some way, I have the energy to actually take this lead, and I'm not stumbling too far. But then again, it's nice having someone else here to kind of bounce shit off of. So, but I know I keep going back into the rumors of what the Fantastic Four is supposed to be and stuff like that. Well, they're also supposed to be doing something that neither of the other Fantastic Four movies have done, and that's introducing their kids. Franklin Richards, who is a bad motherfucker.
See, this is like extended Fantastic Four that I have no idea who the fuck this is.
Franklin Richards is going to be a very key part if they go with it into the way I think they will.
Why is his suit so stupid?
I'm not saying his suit was great, but his powers are fucking phenomenal. Like, he creates reality. He pretty much does what the Scarlet Witch does. He creates realities. He could I will say, I believe that he could shut out the Scarlet Witch easy. And that's saying a lot.
I have no clue. I have no clue who he is. There was other news of something else that came out, and I was going to talk about it, and I can't remember what it was. I'm blanking.
Why do you think about that? Guess who's going to be allegedly playing Galactus?
Who they got for Galactus?
The rumor going around that has been heavily rumored. They wanted a Hispanic actor, and they're going allegedly with Antonio Banderas.
Please no.
What?
Please no. Stop. No. Just need to stop. Stop with the old actors, bro. Like Russell Crowe as Zeus was terrible. Come on.
I'll give you that one.
Like, just stop with the old actors.
I would like to see Antonio Banderas as Galactus, or the other one that was rumored to be Galactus was he played on Breaking Bad. Walter White. Cranston.
Yes. Bryan Cranston. Yes.
Bryan Cranston
is a
as
gift.
Galactus.
Is a gift to this world.
I'm for either Antonio Banderas or Bryan Cranston as Galactus.
And you know what? Give me a Jesse Pinkman for something in Marvel. I need him in something in Marvel. He is such a goddamn good actor.
You want Bryan Cranston to be Galactus and Silver Surfer be Jesse Pinkman?
That would be absolutely hysterical.
They're selling cosmic meth.
I would watch that. I would watch that. Instead of an RV, it's a spaceship, but like a shitty.
No, it's the Silver Surfer surfboard. He's cooking meth on the surfboard.
Yeah, no, that's like the counter, but I'm talking about like they still need a transport. Like they need it's gonna be a spaceship, but it'll be like some shitty Roswell version. I like that.
Okay,
it's a good one. Dude, I'm shot. What was I gonna say? Oh, Haunted Mansion came out. And
don't care.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, don't care. So I watched the one with Eddie Murphy a while back.
I love that movie. I love that movie.
Apparently, this one's a darker version, though. Like, okay. It's supposed to be "quote unquote" more scary.
I was gonna say thank you for clearing that up because it's an African American cast, so that could have went down two different ways there, Nick.
Ooh, you're right.
Yes, I know.
I am so glad I caught that unintentionally before it spiraled.
You were so close to getting yourself canceled. That's why you said that, and I was like, "What?"
Ooh, yeah, I would have. Oof. Oh.
Tyler Perry presents The Haunted Mansion. That's a good one. That's a good joke.
It does look like it's going to have a scarier theme. From what I've read and from what I've seen, which is cool. I don't know if I'll give it a shot just for the fact of I don't care for the Haunted Mansion to begin with. I hope the Haunted Mansion ride at Universal or wherever the fuck it's at.
Disney World?
Is it Disney World? I thought it was Universal.
It's Disney World. And boy, you best watch your mouth if you're going to talk some shit about that ride because I will fly my ass to Oklahoma and I'll smack the shit out you. You talk poorly about the greatest ride Disney ever created.
I wouldn't say greatest ride, but okay. I've never even been to Disney World.
Yeah, so you better shut the fuck up. You don't understand the experience.
Okay, well, I'm not rich. I can't go to Disney World, so it's on my list.
See, I used to live in Florida. I gotta pass on that one. Because living in Florida, paying the $75 ticket, it's not a big deal because you just make a day out of it. Well, no, like usually you can pay like $75 and get a park hopper and go half a park one day and a half a park another later in the day.
I just don't know how I feel about spending $200 on the $200 to $300 on the lightsaber building class.
That's not worth it. What's worth it though is paying for the ticket to get to Galaxy's Edge. That I am a grown man. I almost cried. My eyes bawled when I turned that corner and I saw a fucking X-wing and I saw the Millennium Falcon and I saw this beautiful fucking area that I just felt like I was there. And I almost shed a tear. It was that beautiful.
You were living the Star Wars.
Exactly. It's so amazing.
You want to know the people that don't know that they're in Star Wars?
Okay, one, don't you quote How I Met Your Mother to me.
Damn it. I didn't know if that's a white person show. Like, I didn't know that you would watch that.
That's Jason Segel. Yes. It's my guy.
Damn it.
Ted Mosby. Suit up. I'm all about the pineapple.
Slapsgiving. The blue French horn.
The blue French horn. So you do that? Yeah, that's a little tidbit there for you. Come on.
All right. Yeah, the only people that don't know that the bro code.
The bro code. So I actually own the bro code, and I own the playbook.
You own the bro code.
And I own the playbook. And if you think for 1 second in my early 20s that I did not try to run some of those plays, you're fucking crazy. I wish I had a camera on me back then because I was fucking reckless.
Jesus.
Dude, I straight did that. Yeah, so I actually found out before we started recording, I did not know Nick is a huge Scrubs fan.
Oh yeah. I will die on this hill. Scrubs is better than Grey's Anatomy, hands down.
So my father is actually in the medical field. He's been in the medical field for 20 somewhat years. I asked him, out of all the medical shows that are out there, what's the most accurate? He goes, Scrubs. And I was like, wait a second. Like, I understand like Grey's Anatomy is too much drama, but like there's like ER, which was pretty spot on, and there's like other shows that are pretty spot on.
90s, wasn't it?
Huh?
ER was like back
George
in the
Clooney.
90s. Like,
yeah, that was with Clooney.
Fuck, that's right.
And yeah, so I asked him, he was like, because honestly, we are all goofballs. We have fun. Like, it's pretty much exactly like what you see on the show. We go into a patient's room, we talk to them. Like, if you're getting an MRI, we're usually doing something stupid in the room behind you that you can't see. And I was like, I'm so confident in our medical system now.
No, I forget how I got turned on to Scrubs, but it was so fucking good. And there is an episode, I'd have to go back and find it, but there is an episode in there that they actually throw shade at Grey's Anatomy. So subtle, but so smooth.
And House.
Oh, did they do House too?
Yeah, so actually there was a bunch of stuff going. Actually, they made fun of both shows, Grey's Anatomy and House, because they lost the Emmy to them. They lost, like, those are the two shows that beat them out for an Emmy that year. So they made an episode where throughout the day it was all the drama like Grey's Anatomy, the love stories and all that kind of shit. And then at the end, what's it called? Dr. Cox got a vasectomy, and he came out with the cane. And then he had pills in his hand. He like shook the pills and threw them at the resident, whatever, and was like doing typical House shit where he just solves the whole thing in 4 minutes. That took the entire episode for them to try to figure out.
Did not know they threw shade at House.
Yes. So, fun fact about me: I have watched Scrubs at nauseum. My best friend and I in Florida. My best friend Chris in Florida. I have two best friends. I have a Connecticut best friend and a Florida best friend. My best friend Chris. Which if y'all did watch the live at the fight, he was the gentleman in the bucket hat and told the story about how he met me. That TikTok will be going live soon. It was a funny one. But Chris, ironically, when we became best friends, we were at my friend Sean's house and we were just sitting there. We were just sitting there doing nothing. Like everyone was just kind of just fucking around. So I just stood up. I had my DVD of Scrubs because I used to collect the seasons. And, right. I don't know what I wish I still had them all. Actually, I think I still no. I got all of Chuck. I don't have Scrubs anymore. But I just popped it in, and my buddy's like, "Oh, you watch Scrubs?" I'm like, "Dude, I love Scrubs," and that's literally how we became best friends through Scrubs. So we have watched that series over and over. We have done Eagle, We have
you've
gone
done
to
Eagle?
karaoke. Yes, we have gone to karaoke and we've sung "Guy Love." What's it called? Yeah, no, Eagle was actually pretty funny because I hadn't seen him in 3 years. And I came down to Florida to visit, obviously, and hang out. And he picked me up from the airport. Now the best part is this is when I tore my knee, and I had crutches, so I'm hobbling my ass down the fucking hallway, and he sees me, and I see him sprinting, and the only thought in my mind was, he's doing Eagle. I don't think he realizes I'm on crutches. He's doing Eagle. And I caught that grown ass man, and we eagled, and it was a marvelous moment.
That's awesome.
Take a guess who's vanilla and who's chocolate.
He's your chocolate bear? You're his chocolate bear?
No, I'm chocolate, man. I play basketball. And I look good in green scrubs.
Oh my God.
And now I'm bald. So
you could literally be Turk for Halloween. No, don't do that. Never mind.
Nick, I heard this one's darker, and now Nick is suggesting blackface.
Yeah, I caught that one though. That was, as soon as I said it, it was like the thought kicked in. I was like, nope, that's bad. Can't sit. Nope. Mm-mm.
This is why the show is called Nobody Fucking Asked. This right here is what nobody has fucking asked for ever in the history of podcasts. Nobody asked for this shit.
The way that we do our segment, I guarantee you, Fanboys is about to get switched to like something about ADHD.
Yes, I don't know where we were talking about. We had stuff to talk about, and I don't even know
we
where
we were talking about Fantastic Four, and then
Marvel,
and Marvel.
You know what we have not talked about Loki, and we need to talk about that because I don't need to talk about any more scrubs.
It broke the fucking internet.
Also, by the way, just so you know, I do have a Turk and JD Funko Pop.
I didn't even know they had a Funko Pop. Watch, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, there's Funko Pops at everything except for the Wu-Tang Clan. Fun fact. The only rap group that doesn't have a Funko Pop, just so you know.
Funko has a vendetta.
It's bullshit. The one fucking rap artist that I have, the rap group that I have tattooed on me, can't get a Funko Pop for them. Have Jay and fucking Silent Bob. No Wu-Tang. But no, Loki broke the fucking internet.
Yes, it did.
And okay, so I have a lot to say about this show.
Hit me.
I want to hear your take on it first.
First off, Loki, hands down, the series is one of the best things that Marvel has produced in so fucking long. At least in Disney Plus, like series wise, hands down best show. The cinematography, the fucking script, every fucking thing has been perfect. That we almost didn't know if we were going to get a season 2. Because I remember when it ended, the way it ended, we just thought it was going to lead into like a movie and all that. But people got what they wanted, and Marvel saw another way to milk money out of everybody. But that's neither here nor there. The fact, am I giving my view of it, or just like what I think overall?
What do you think of that trailer? I want to know everything you got to say about that trailer. I have a whole dissertation prepared.
I had goose pimples the whole time I watched that trailer. I watched it at least 3 or 4 times to see if there was anything that I missed in detail, which there were several things I missed in detail. Like there's a depiction of the Kang War, or the Kang multiversal war, that He Who Remains spoke about. I do like the fact that they still showed Jonathan Majors' Victor, they showed the statue face, and they showed from the post-credit scene from Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which was the Kang variant Victor Timely, who He Who All Remains is technically the original version of, because he's the one that discovered the multiverse, that how there's universes stacked upon multiverse or other universes. So I like the fact that they still showed him, and they showed actually more of an extended clip of him.
Yes, because you only saw that little glimpse of it at the end of Ant-Man.
Quantumania, yeah.
Yeah. So, first and foremost, this is what we need as Marvel fans. It's good enough for the kids. It's dark enough and serious enough for the adults. I think this is what we were expecting with Secret Invasion. We wanted something darker, but it was a letdown.
Have you watched that?
I watched 2 episodes and I was all set.
Okay, I will say push through it. Push through it. I'm not saying it's great.
I know the spoilers. I watched all the spoilers. I'm good.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. One thing that I'm extremely happy about is the CGI. Disney has been lazy with CGI for the last couple movies, TV series. Nothing looked good on camera.
No.
Like I enjoyed She-Hulk, but like whoever designed her did terrible. Fucking A, I watched Avatar from 2008. I was like, wow, I can't believe it's only almost 20 years later and you give us trash.
Right.
The other thing, I'm so happy to see Owen Wilson being a big part of the series.
I thought he was going to be like a one and done deal, and I'm so glad that he's going to even be in Deadpool 3, so he's got an extended Marvel contract, and he fits perfectly into everything.
He's just serious enough. He's just comical enough.
He's like, just witty enough.
Just witty enough. Like, just has the right comebacks like you're supposed to have. Give him some superpowers. Let him do something special, please. To see, he better give me one. Wow. I better get one.
That I am waiting for the wow to hit at some point.
Why do you do that so well?
Okay. Fun fact. I have been an Owen Wilson fan for some time, and the fact that I used to skateboard and Owen Wilson skateboards as well, that's not here and there. But I watched so many Owen Wilson movies, and everyone else started doing it, and then I just, for the fact of, I would just walk around, wow, 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 and it just, I don't know, like I'll be in like meetings at work, and I'll say it under my breath, just wow, like when something's just off the fucking wall.
You know what breaks my heart, though, man? I watched Wedding Crashers not too long ago, and it breaks my heart to see Owen Wilson now, seeing him older. Like, I don't know if you've seen a picture
with a mustache.
I don't know if you've seen a picture of Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn looks like shit.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, our idols, our comedic idols, are getting old, man. Surprisingly, Adam Sandler just got a little chubbier. That's it. Looks exactly the same.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, R.I.P. Tony Bennett. You a real one?
I'm Tony Bennett. I don't know who that is.
Tony Bennett. He's like a Sinatra type singer. Old schooly jazz. You're not. Yeah, I mean, almost every New Yorker knows who he is because he sings. Like
excuse me. I'm not. Oh wait, you're from Connecticut.
Not from, asshole. Just currently.
You live in whatever. Your New York
I treat it. It's like a prison sentence. I'm not from San Quentin. I'm from California. Connecticut's like a prison of New York.
Okay.
I'm gonna make that a shirt. Listen, all the people in Connecticut are either like, no, yeah, New England. The other half is like, fuck New England. It's the meeting ground of Boston and New York. That's what that is. This is Gettysburg for the Northeast.
I choose Boston if I have to choose.
You would. You're racist.
It's the Irish in me. Sorry, Boston. I'm going to Boston.
You know, Boston is voted like the most racist city in America right now, right?
Not surprised, unfortunately.
What was I saying before that? But no, like, it's sad to see Pee Wee Herman. What are your thoughts on him dying? I have a question. I have to know this because it's a double-edged sword, right?
And I know that what you have loaded up right now is going to be an off-the-wall fucking question, and it's probably going to break me per usual. So my thoughts on it: it is sad that Pee Wee Herman died. I grew up watching the show, the Pee Wee Playhouse, like the whole secret words. I used to be able to do a Pee Wee Herman voice too. Like I was actually pretty good at it. My voice has gotten deeper, so I don't know if I can even do it. Let's see. Let's see if I can do his laugh. No, I'm actually not even going to try and attempt that.
That's bad idea.
Yeah, I'm not going to. No. No, it was. I mean, I watched the movie and like the whole, like when he lost his bike and shit. Like, I mean, I grew up watching Pee Wee Herman. It was kind of crude. would be the correct term. When he got busted for beating his meat in a movie theater.
Like, weird one. See,
Was
I
it an
expect that from
adult
like
theater
Mr.
though?
Bean, but not like Pee Wee Herman.
Was it an adult theater though, or was it an
Um,
actual theater?
oh, an
Because if
adult
it's an
movie
adult,
theater.
if it's that movie, if it's that kind of movie theater, I feel like that it would be more acceptable.
I mean, I don't think any point in time is whipping you. Like, I mean, you're at a strip club. Is it acceptable to whip your dick out and jerk off?
Well, I mean,
I mean, they're fully naked.
I see your point, but I don't know, in that type of establishment, I thought like those things were like a green flag, like those are like
No,
okay.
they in the sex shops they have private booths where you can do that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I only found that out because we interviewed my best friend Chris
Yeah.
for A to Z, which ironically was still like the number 1 or 2 episode of all time for that show, where he broke down all the secrets of the sex stores, and it was a great conversation.
Does he still work there?
No. Does not work there anymore.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna get him on the podcast to talk about something because that boy got stories for days.
Before you ask the question, I do want to go back to the Loki trailer, but I want you to hit me with the question of that you had about Pee Wee Herman.
No, I just wanted to know your thoughts on him passing away.
Oh, I thought okay. It sounded like you had like a loaded like.
No, nothing loaded. I mean, he was arrested for child pornography. He had charges brought up against him for child pornography.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So,
I never liked Pee Wee Herman. I thought he was just a fucking creepy individual.
I like
reminds me of that. Like, remember that horror movie where there's like a puppet? He looks like that puppet.
Wait, you talking about Goosebumps?
Yeah, that was Goosebumps.
No, you're thinking of Dead Silence with the puppets.
Possibly.
I don't know. The ventriloquist?
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was Dead Silence.
Yeah, he looks like a ventriloquist dummy, and I have a fear of dolls, so I just don't like him. Don't watch him.
I used to have a fear of dolls too. I used to be terrified of Chucky, Child's Play. I can watch it now, but my mom, not my mom, but like my family would torment me about being scared of Chucky. And so they would pause like a moment, like when he was about to pop out of a trunk and call me into the room and then play it and scare the fucking shit out of me. So
that's called trauma.
Yeah, that's the trauma. That's the trauma. That's the spicy. That's the spicy memory.
That's the spicy memory. Yeah. See, no, when I was a young lad, I went to stay with my grandmother and my grandfather my Nana and Pop-Pop, who lived in Pennsylvania. My Nana had a room, her guest room, where I would stay, and it was lined with porcelain dolls. I swear to God.
Does everyone's grandma have that?
I don't know. I know my Nana had
my
one.
grandma had that.
I remember sleeping in that room at night, and I was playing my Game Boy because I couldn't sleep. And I look up, and I swear to God, one of the motherfuckers went like this, and I was like, "Nope, I'm done. Nope, don't like dolls." And I have a fear of the woods. The woods scare the shit out of me. You can thank Blair Witch Project for that, which is why I got that one. I got Blair Witch tattooed on me.
You would freak out if I took you back to my hometown. It's out in this we have a wildlife refuge back home, and there's this place called the Parallel Forest. These trees were specifically planted all in a straight line to help with the crosswinds.
Wait, is that the one that was in Mortal Kombat?
No, but it's the same look.
Okay.
It is the same look.
I was gonna say that'd be really fucking cool.
No, but so apparently these were planted, and this is more like something to talk about, like that's on down the rabbit hole because it's deals around witchcraft and stuff like that. But anyways, these trees were planted all in a straight row, and like they go one way and then one way. But anyways, to help with the crosswinds. Well, people would go out there, and there were always stories that people would go out there and they would do like witchcraft, sacrifices, and stuff like that. And you go out there and like there's these twigs that are like tied together, like looks like fishing line, and they're hanging from the trees and stuff like that. And there's like these like someone said there's like a portal to hell out there. I don't know. I've tracked through that whole place before. It does give you a lot of creepy vibes, I will say, because when you look down there, when you get deep into it and you look back, you have no idea where the fuck you're at.
Yeah, no, that's a no for me, dog. That's a straight no for me, dog. I don't do the woods. My father and I, we went camping quite a bit when I was younger, but it's New York. That shit don't scare me. Blair Witch came out, everything fucking went shit show for me. Fuck that movie. I thought that shit was real for fucking months. And then I did obviously, and for anybody listening to us who's kind of young, we didn't have the internet as easily accessible as it is now. Like we had to like, nobody could touch the phone. We had to like dial it up, and then we had to like try to get on the internet. And even still, if you Googled Blair Witch Project, everything said it was real. It was all propaganda, fake shit. So like you didn't.
We were very gullible.
Oh, extremely. That's why we had chat rooms and public chat rooms. Remember those days? You just pop into a public chat room, chat with strangers. Oh, yeah. ASL.
Yeah. Everything seems safe.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not any fucking more.
I have a funny story. So one time, when Ellie and I started dating in the beginning, we went to. She's like, "Oh, my friends and I got an Airbnb in New Hampshire, Vermont. I think it was Vermont or New Hampshire, Maine. One of the three northern states up there." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down. I've never been. That'd be cool." We get there. One of this place is a mansion. There's like 12 of us. They had a dojo, like a legit dojo.
There's no fear in this dojo.
There's like, bro, there was padded flooring and no furniture in that room. It was straight dojo. And they had a sauna in there too. They had like this beautiful view overlooking the mountain. It was probably one of the nicest places I've ever stayed at in my life. I was like, this is cool. So as it starts getting later in the day, dusk, it's dawn, the sun's setting, it's beautiful. Everyone's like, oh, we're going to go adventure outside. I'm like, fuck you are. What you mean? I'm the darkest skinned person here. I'm the first one to go. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that. No way. Nope. Everyone went. And Ellie's like, no, I'm going with my babe. Please don't go. Like, no, I'm scared of my life. And then, I'm not just going to let my girl just go in the woods by herself. So I follow her and I'm just like, God damn, I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
This is some white people shit.
That's literally, I think I said that multiple times. I'm like, what in the caucasity is happening? And,
what in the caucasity? I'm going to have to tell my girlfriend that one because she's going to end up using that term now. What in the caucasity is going on?
Yes. What in the caucasity? My friend used to just randomly go, white chaos.
Oh no, you can't say that.
Yeah. Well,
you can't say that.
He was African-American, so he could say that.
Okay. That's fair.
That's fair. Actually, no, I think he's Jamaican.
That's still fair.
Fair enough. So they start going off and we're walking and we have the flashlights and I'm just like, I'm just trying to be brave for my girl. So I just started dating her and, find a fucking treehouse. I kid you not. It was like, it had to have been like 200 yards from the house. It was a fucking treehouse. And then these guys go to open the door. Now they're all military guys. They just open the door. I'm like, oh, that's breaking and entering. I'm brown. We're in the woods, so I'm entering in a witch's house. I'm not okay with this. And of course, I see crystals. Now he's like, ooh, look, crystals. And I'm like, don't touch it. And we're on the bottom floor, and then we look up there. They see this ladder. You look at the ladder. I'm like, nope. I seen Hereditary. I know what's up there.
I was gonna say this sounds just like Hereditary.
Dude, I swear to God, this is a true story. I'm not even making this up. And they like one of them looks up there, and they're like, oh, there's just like just more gems and stuff like that, more stones. And I'm like, I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore.
Sound like Kevin Hart. I want to go home.
So the funny thing was, and like, dude, we're in the sticks. Like, this is the mountains. If it snowed, I was fucked. So I had a 2020 Elantra at the time too. So my car was not good in like the snow or mountains. And I had to leave like 2 days early or a day early because I had to get back to work. And I went down a road. My GPS wasn't working because obviously you're in the mountains. Service is terrible. So I made a wrong turn and literally saw.
That's a good movie.
Great movie. Literally saw planks stay like nailed into a tree. Turn around now, bro. The brake lights went on so quickly. I had never feared. I had never feared more. I said I went through every horror movie of my life. Wrong Turn, Hills Have Eyes,
Nice.
fucking everything, dude. And I whipped my car. So I don't think I've ever pulled the e-brake in my car before. That was the only time I think I did. I hit that brake and I tried to whip that car so quickly and drift out of there. The only thought in my mind was the only movie in my mind was Fast and Furious. How the fuck do I get up out this bitch? I don't do the woods, bro. I can't do it. It scares the shit out of me. And then this belongs on. You guys should talk about this on Down the Rabbit Hole. What's it called? Skinwalkers.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Skinwalkers scare the absolute shit out of me, and the fact that like there's no proof that they don't exist.
Oh yeah, no, but there's plenty of videos that prove that they are.
Exactly. Or like the videos of like a dog randomly walking like a human, and all of a sudden it realizes it's on camera, so it goes to all fours. Nah, bro. Fuck that shit. You don't understand how many times I question my dogs to see if they'll give me a tell?
Like if you are one, you have to tell me.
I'm your owner. You have to tell me.
It's the law.
I will not feed you any more snacks. No more peanut butter for you ever again. Are you a skinwalker?
So I swear this is like 88. You have an ADHD brain and ADHD brain. You put them on a fucking podcast. This is what happens. Like we were supposed to stick to one core like topic per se, and we have literally traveled the fucking globe.
Yeah,
of topics. Because now we just talked about the Treehouse of Horrors and Skinwalkers, and here I am about to jump back to fucking Loki season 2 trailer.
Yeah, sorry. I'm tired, and I've been puffing my pen a couple times here, so I'm chilling. But that's what Fanboys is about. It's about conversations between two guys. So anytime you ladies ever wonder what your man, husband, boyfriend is doing when they're hanging out with their boys and they're hanging out with their friends, most of the time it's useless conversations like this. Like this conversation that Nick and I just had could have literally been a phone call this afternoon.
Yep. What did you guys talk about? You wouldn't understand. It is not that it's not that we don't want to tell you guys. It's just because you legitimately probably wouldn't understand. We
literally don't understand how it went.
I don't have a circle
here that went here, and then this ping ponged over there, and then
I did a whole razzle dazzle, and next thing you know, I don't know what the fuck happened. But all right, because I know we're coming up on an hour, like a little over an hour right now, so we'll kind of speed this up just a little bit to kind of give you guys a break.
Yep. We'll wrap up.
So one of the things I saw, like we were just talking about Mobius and Owen Wilson and all that. Did you see what I hope Owen Wilson gets in the trailer, or gets in the show at least? It's a reference back to season 1.
The jet ski.
Yep. They showed the jet skis, and I hope to God that we see Owen Wilson riding a jet ski at some point in season 2, because the man deserves it. After he found out that he is a variant that has been captured and is there just to work, he got plucked from his own life to do that and has no recollection of it. I hope he gets the fucking jet ski.
I think if you're not going to give us a Loki season 3, you end Loki season 2.
I don't think that after this, I don't think there'll be a season 3. I think this is going to, because phase 6 is on the horizon. So I don't foresee a season 3 happening.
So with Loki, I want to point this out too. We've had quite a few Marvel TV series.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, actually, I'm curious. Out of all of them, what would you rank the top 5?
Top 5?
Starting at number 5.
So that being the lowest. Okay. Top 5. let's see. Actually, I have it because someone on Twitter, um, shout out to Metalcore Nerds for this one. They did have a poll. You could rank your top shows and all that. And where's it at? I had it.
You're talking away from your mic, so it sounds like you're so far away.
Oh, I was kind of far away. So again, shout out to Metalcore Nerds on this one. So they had a top 8, and because I think right now there's like 8 shows, not including What If, which would make it 9. But I don't consider that part of the big picture. So the way I have this, my number 5 show would be She-Hulk.
Okay.
4.
You said you're not counting What If?
I'm not counting What If because it doesn't tie into the phase.
They said it's canon.
I don't believe that.
They said what it. Yes, Marvel's upcoming show, What If, is officially made up of canon MCU stories. Thanks to the events, What If, are canon. It's part of the MCU multiverse.
Okay, well, fuck, this fucks everything up.
You think you're going to get an easy fucking layup question, my guy? Come on, it's me.
Okay. All right, no, actually, I can do it. So, factoring in What If, I'm going to put number 5 is going to be She-Hulk.
Okay.
Number 4 would be Moon Knight.
Okay.
3 would be What If. 2 would be WandaVision. And number 1 would be Loki.
Okay. Where did you put Moon Knight? You said 4?
Yes.
Moon Knight was 4.
Yes. Yeah, because it was She-Hulk 5, 4 Moon Knight. Yep.
What If, Wanda, Loki. See, it's hard because for me, pretty much the same. Number 1 is Loki. And Loki and WandaVision are like neck and neck. Like, it's hard to pick a number 1. Because WandaVision started off so weird and you just wanted to stop watching it, but you're like, this is the first Disney Plus series, so you kept watching it, and it turned out to be one of the best storylines I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And everything made sense. And I'm actually very excited for Agatha's fucking spinoff.
Yep.
Yeah. So like I said, WandaVision could very well be number 1. There's no definite number 1 or number 2. Number 3, I have to put Moon Knight because I love Egyptology because, I mean, you see I have Anubis tattooed on me. So and plus I love the idea of them talking about, teasing that third personality with Mark
Spector.
Never confirming it until the very end, which I'm excited for season 2.
They haven't fully announced it yet, but I know there has to be a season 2.
Oh no, he was out in location filming. What's his name? Oscar Isaac leaked that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, he leaked that he was in Egypt and with his co-star, the other girl. I forgot her name, but
the Red Scarab.
So Hawkeye, I might have to keep in there. And as much as I want to throw She-Hulk in there, I really enjoyed Moon Knight. I want to throw Hawkeye over She-Hulk because I really enjoyed Hawkeye.
I had the same dilemma. I loved the storyline for Hawkeye. I thought
it was a great send-off. You retired Ronin properly, not just give up the suit.
And they confirmed that his wife was a SHIELD agent, and an ex-SHIELD agent who was pretty much in witness protection. Yeah.
And plus, who doesn't love Linda Cardellini? Love her so very much. And yeah, I mean, like I said, WandaVision, Loki, What If, of course, because again, I've never watched a cartoon that made me feel like I was watching real people.
Yeah, it was hard to turn it off.
like there wasn't a bad episode. Like
No.
like T'Challa as even as T'Challa as Star-Lord, that was so entertaining.
I loved when because I didn't know that the twist of it, how they ended up interconnecting every single universe to take down Ultron with the Infinity Stones. Fucking
right. You brought the
insane.
two biggest bads in all of Marvel.
Yeah.
Which
Fucking
Ultron was
decimated.
so underrated.
He was. I feel like he's going to make a comeback.
Probably
In some
Deadpool.
Nah, not Deadpool.
There's
I will
rumors
say
that he's going to be in Armor Wars. Would be cool.
Armor Wars, and then probably White Vision or Vision Quest. Vision Quest.
By the way, we're still waiting to see what the fuck happened with White Vision.
Well, that you're going to get that answered in Vision Quest.
When is that coming out?
Don't know. I just know that it was announced.
2020. It says 2025, but that's not happening.
No, everything. Yeah, like we said in the last episode, everything's been pushed back. So,
yeah, like I was excited for Spider-Man freshman year. I'd watch that.
God, I forgot about that.
Echo. I was excited to see that.
X-Men 97.
X-Men 97 looks amazing.
Yes.
But yeah. So Loki, WandaVision 1-2. No clear definitive winner there. What If, Moon Knight, and Hawkeye. And it sucks because I really enjoyed Falcon and Winter Soldier too.
I didn't appreciate it until I watched it a second time.
I just thought it was such a great storyline for Mackie. It was good to see him own the suit, and the way you give him the suit the right way, not just handing him a shield. So it was nice to just see him earn it. Yeah. And then of course, it set up, everyone else set up
Thunderbolts and stuff like that.
For Thunderbolts, yeah. And that's the other thing about Hawkeye, that I have to keep Hawkeye at 5 because I got my girl Yelena in there, and I love Yelena. She's great.
Yeah, that, and you also get set up with Kate Bishop, who is going to be one of the leaders of the Young Avengers.
Did you know Haley Steinfeld's Filipino?
Did not.
People doing good. We're doing strong. There's not a lot of famous Filipinos, let alone hot ones. Ain't nobody sitting here like, wow, Manny Pacquiao so dreamy.
The Pac-Man.
All we got is Bruno Mars and Haley Steinfeld. That's it.
Bruno Mars, man,
he's Filipino too.
That man is like chiseled out of stone.
He's just not real. He's a comic book character. He's not actually real.
Yeah.
Like, remember when he first came out with Gym Class Heroes? Speaking of which, did you know Travis McCoy is still making music?
He went off on his own, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Remember when he came out with all those songs, like Stereo and all those other he had a bunch of fucking #1 hits that year.
That's right.
And then he fell off the wagon and became a heroin addict again.
Did not know that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you not remember the song he did with Lil Wayne? What was it called? Oh my God. It was a Gym Class Hero song. Viva La White Girl. That whole song is about cocaine.
Well, yeah,
literally the whole song. Okay, we're gonna end the show with these lyrics. With these lyrics from the song.
Viva.
Let's go. Viva La White Girl lyrics.
Viva La Raza.
The world is yours, so play the role. Blow the dust off this record and put the needle down slow. Our veins are cold, but we'll never grow old. Let's have a toast and raise our drinks. No hearts on our sleeves, just eagles on our cufflinks. It's such a rush to know you love me so much. And then the chorus goes, we'll get high and hide. We are lovers to the glamorous white girl, so fine. Going up on the downtown line, we'll get high and hide. We are lovers for the glamorous white girl, so fine. Yeah. And then he goes, take your razor, break down my line, put your nose to the speaker, now breathe in. He gave children an instructional video or instructional thing on how to do cocaine. You listen to it now and you're just like, well, fuck. When you're a kid, you didn't think anything
how to do coke.
You just taught children how to do cocaine. Great job, Travi. Glad you're clean. I'm pretty sure a lot of us now aren't.
Sheesh, no, I didn't know that.
But that's how we're ending the show.
Yeah,
that's it.
We're ending this episode on how to do cocaine. So
yes, instructional videos brought to you. Fun fact: I've never done cocaine. I've never done hard drugs ever in my life. I have only smoked pot.
I experimented with it when I was young, in my early 20s. Not the greatest moment of my life. Would never do it again.
That's fair. You're in your 20s. That's what happens.
Yeah, but
yeah, no.
Like Zaga said,
that's ADHD again. We're saying goodbye before we talk about this for another hour.
So long, farewell, Avida, say goodbye.
Okay, I'm not getting copyrighted for that one, or else I'd do Out of the Box. Was it Out of the Box?
Out of the box.
What was the goodbye, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye, farewell.
What if we edit it? What if we remix it?
We can just say it's a parody.
There you go. Weird Al does it all the time.
We're just gonna record this, and you gotta record yourself singing it. I'll sing it. We'll harmonize it. We'll make it a thing.
I like it. I have
a friend who's a producer. We'll make it happen.
Here we go.
But until then, yeah,
this has been. Thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Fanboys from the NFAPod. I'm Nick, aka the Oklahoma. I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's episode. I will see you guys on the flippity flop.
On the flippity flop. Yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. I have no idea what we even talked about tonight. I've been sitting here trying to remember what the fuck we even said. So I apologize. So enjoy this ADHD trip on how our brain works, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Peace out.
Peace.